Hello, how's it going, friends? Welcome aboard. Thank you very much for joining me. How are we all doing? Welcome to the 124th edition of Choo Choo Tuesdays. This is our Train Sim World free traditional Tuesday live streaming action. And we're back for the first time in 2 weeks. We had a week off last week. We brought to you Train Simulator Classic instead last Tuesday with a second episode of All Aboard. We're back this week with our traditional Tuesday action. How are we all doing? Get ready for the first of 2 live streams today. Yes, we've got the big one coming up overnight our time here in Australia. Gospel Line coming up later on. We're waiting for the official PC Steam release. We're on the Birmingham Cross City and we have the Class 323 and we thought we'll dress it up in the Northern design and tease you guys a little bit. I know I'm waiting for the full release. I'm not like, these ambassadors that have the privilege to, show you guys the gameplay first before anybody else does, and get all the publicity and obviously, steal people's, like myself, views, and you wonder why I'm losing viewers. I am the self-reclaimed OG of TSW, folks. I am OG of TSW. I'm not an ambassador, though. I don't need to be an ambassador to prove my worth. The playlists prove themselves, mate. It's been a while since I've been on the Cross City and I thought I'll do a bit of gameplay on here today. Actually, last time I was on here, I was actually on Train Simulator. We've got Chris on here, asking me what route was it going to be. I'm not going to give it away. I'm not going to give it away. If you read the brief, you would have seen. If you read the description of the live stream there, Chris, then you would know what's on the cards today. We've got some Birmingham Cross City action. We've got German action on the cards, and we've also got some East Coastway. And then that's only this live stream. Then later on today, just after 4 a.m. I'm not sure if it's going to be after 3 a.m. local time or 4 a.m. local time. I'm going to grab a sleep before that, don't worry. We're going to be live with a little bit of gameplay for the Gossip Line. I won't be going ballistic, with it. I'll give you a few hours, so I'll save all the razzle-dazzle and, the guard scenario and all that. I'll put that on for midweek World of Trains. In 24 hours from now, we'll be with that one. So 24 hours from now, midweek World of Trains will be dedicated to the brand new route only, and we'll bring you 2 hours of great gameplay. And the guard scenario will be evolved in that particular live stream, unless we get some sort of issue that prevents us to do it. Because you never say never. Dovetail game. If you've been involved in Dovetail games and Train Sim World as long as I have, you know what they're like by now. Get ready for a whole bunch of brand new bugs. I've been watching a bit of gameplay. I watched Joe, a bit of Joe. Actually, just before I went live, I was watching the BA, and I don't think what's going on here? Look at this. Can you see that AI just there? Huh. He was getting bamboozled. He was getting bamboozled that badly. The aliens decided to take me away. Oh. I knew there was something I forgot. Let's give that a sure that we are that. The 223. Yep, we got that. Beautiful. Chris says he's got some train pictures on a Train SimWorld group. Fantastic, man. I'm involved in a couple of them. Train Simulator enhancements, I think it is. Enthusiast Facebook page. Involved in that. Involved in the Train SimWorld free, one of the Train SimWorld free, well, it's called Train SimWorld free fans group, I think it is. Involved in that. Train SimWorld 2, one, I'm still involved in that, you know, like, I still see people go to that one from time. Not as much as it's supposed to be, it should be, but yeah, I got a couple of groups on Facebook. And obviously, I'm on Twitter, so I post links to Twitter. Don't forget, folks, our Facebook page is Australia Worldwide Gaming still. I haven't put entertainment into the name. I tried to, but Facebook wouldn't accept it, so it's still just Australia Worldwide Gaming. Our our Twitter channel is Australia Worldwide Gaming and Entertainment, so they accepted the entertainment side of it. And the entertainment side of it is obviously the shorts we do with realistic stuff that I see to find, you know, fascinating. Obviously, I do truck simulation, and my one that I posted up earlier today was from a truck that I seen on Friday on my way out to my mate's for AJ's for his birthday party. So yeah, I got a nice, beautiful loaner's truck. Oh wow! Look at this design coming through here. That's the Manchester design, I'm pretty sure. Or you? Oh no, that's the BBC one, I think. Hang on. Let's see if I can get a hold of that before we... Yeah, that's the BBC one. It's a beautiful design, this one. Eurovision, that's right. That's the Eurovision one. Look at that one. That's a beautiful design. I forgot I had that one. Yeah, I think it's the same one I'm involved in there, Chris. You gotta love this route anyway. It's a great route. This was one of the routes that was on my wish list. Yeah, after playing it on Train Simulator, and I'm like, yes, this has got to happen. So yeah, I was very excited when this was announced. But yeah, when it was announced originally in the first place, I thought, oh, are they going to do it in the modern design, or are they going to do it in the London Midlands livery? I'll be honest with you guys, I actually prefer the old green livery of the 323. But I like the fact that Dovetail went ahead and did, I'm trying to think what station. It's the station where the uni is, the university station. I'm glad they actually went with the modern design, like the design that was actually still in the works. Probably safe to say it could be open already, I'm not sure. But when they released it, it was still under construction, that station, with the new design. The new building. We've got many stations here in Sydney that are getting a facelift, and obviously we've got tons of brand new metro train routes getting built, and yeah, there's our main station of Central's been getting redeveloped for the last few years now, and yeah, I'm definitely going to be taking you guys on a journey when the new metro, the new stages of the metro open up. Don't worry, it will be up on our YouTube channel, even if I do it in normal formats of videos, and not in shorts. But don't worry, I'll do shorts as well. We're going to start broadening our band, folks. Yeah, BBC British Broadcast. Yeah, that was for Eurovision there, Chris. That was a Eurovision design Very, very nice design. I think it had a little bit of a little Ukraine message on there too. If I did see that on there, but it wasn't clear because I don't know if you guys are sort of in the same boat as me, but I noticed the wording in the stations and the trains and everything is not as clear as it was in TSW2. You think being on Ultra Graphics, it would show very easily. Definitely tell it's a drone when you see the camera start dipping down. Gotta love those graphics. Hey, there's another one. Actually, I don't have the London Midland design up on here anymore. I've had that taken away for a while. But yeah, I'm hoping I can actually use the that particular design on the new route. If not, hopefully somebody will, well, the person that did it will copy and paste it. It might be a case of the 323 for the Gospel line being different to what the Birmingham one is. It's like the class, yeah, like the HST. Yeah, it's a different variant, even though it's the same logo between the Midlands and the Great Western Railway. The Western Main Line. Manage the button there. I know, don't worry about the driver's assist. I think I know by now. There's a couple different Creators Club designs of this logo. I've got the, I think it's like for almost 300 subs. It might be a bit more actually. We're coming into Aston, so 40 miles first, and then it'll go to 20 mile. stopping at Dud. We're stopping at Duds. Stopping at the Dud. It's all stops. Sounds like it's all stops. So that's alright. Definitely stopping at Duddy. Before we make our way into Birmingham Central. New Street. Sort of see the start of the outskirts of Birmingham from here anyway. I'm definitely in preparation for the gospel line today. I'm out of wearing my Manchester United jersey. Sorry, City fans. Shouldn't be saying sorry anyway. He's won the treble. It was bound to happen sooner or later that they're going to win the treble. I tell you right now, you know, like they've been building for it for a fair while now. So. They had a dominant season, and as always, Arsenal choked. Oh, well. Can't complain about the season, really. Yeah. Same old, and yeah. What do you do? I think I took the enhancements off here as well. Yeah, I did. Taking the enhancements off here. Doesn't matter. Got a bit of time here actually. Let's go and get ourselves a collectible, even though they don't really usually save, but I'm not sure if there's been an update to fix it. There was a little patch that came through before I went live actually, in preparation for the new route. So I went to check the forums, but yeah, nothing's coming up on the forums about it. That's what it'll be for anyway. I don't see it being patching anything else. It was only a small one, so. She got me on there as well. Man, God, she ripped me to pieces today. Just noticed another big scratch on my other arm. You can see the one on the other arm. It's not pretty. It's got me 2 times on the other arm, but got me an absolute ripper on one of them. Talking about my red-nosed pit bull, folks. As you know, she loves to run around and whatnot. She comes up and jumps on me, and she's got very sharp claws. She needs to get her nails clipped. You think any vet would do a red-nosed pit bull? It's not cheap. And I don't want to do it myself because I don't want to hurt her. I feel like getting a nail file and just start scraping it. Might be an idea actually. There's always a bit of lag around the duds, folks. Don't worry about that. That's been there since release. Doesn't matter what I've tried to do to try and eliminate lag or, you know, these spiking things. Doesn't matter what I've tried, it's never helped. You know, you're on a 3060, gigabyte 3060, you're, you know, on a high, decent PC. Decent processor, decent liquid cooler, decent everything. Motherboard's great. But yeah, doesn't change anything. Doesn't matter what I'm on. Could be worse. Could be on a PS4 and have limitations to a lot of the stuff. But that's where I started my journey in TSW back in, God, 2018, I think it was. 2018, 2019. It was Xbox first, actually, sorry. And I actually started before I even had the YouTube channel. So there you go. I was playing Train Sim World a few times at my mate's house on PC when it was only on PC. And it was only on PC Steam back in the days. That's why you would think that Dovetail would have a better relationship with PC Steam, but they don't. Central next, New Street. I know exactly what's causing that lag there. I keep telling you guys it's those damn bins that have got all that stuff in that mesh and that. It's the way they've built the mesh that causes the lag. Oh, that was the Melbourne design that went through just then, folks. Check out this one. This is the Melbourne train. That was an Australian design. David, no, it's not out until later today. So if you're in Australia, it will be released, but I think it's either 3 AM Eastern Standard Time or 4 AM. I think it's 4 AM if I remember rightly. PC console will get it first, so that should be any time now on console releasing, and then it'll be PC Epic Games, and then a couple hours later will be the PC Steam release. PC Steam always gets it last, and like I explained, you know, the game was originally only on PC Steam, and you think that would be the first off the ranks. This is why I said to you guys, I would love to see them start building a better relationship with Sony and Microsoft, and you know, they've already got the relationship with Epic Games and obviously PC Steam. I love to see them build the relationship better, so we actually get an understanding where we can actually have all the DLCs released exactly the same time on every device, every console, all at the same time. Anyway. Yeah, well, there's no pre-order, so yeah, no, it's the same time. So if you work off 4 AM Eastern time here in Australia, just, you know, this is how I get my time frames all the time. I always say 8 PM Sydney, and then I put in time in London, and then it works out 11 AM British summertime currently. If I go to Germany, it's 8 PM Sydney, midday in Germany. In Boston and New York and Florida, or the East Coast of the USA, you know, 8 p.m. here in Sydney, 6 a.m. over there. They're waking up. You know, 5 a.m. Texas, New Orleans, all down through there. And then you got the West Coast USA, 3 a.m. You should be asleep. But I can't say anything because I'm going to be up at 4 a.m. or whatever it is and download the route, and then I'm going live. So I'm not too sure if it's 3 a.m., 4 a.m. It's around that time. So it could be earlier. Dovetail could look. They could pull the trigger before it. Could be later. I don't know. That's just a rough guess because I'm just working off what we've had recently over the last few months. They've released around 4 a.m. our time here in Australia, and that's Wednesday morning for us. So it actually is released in the 28th here in Australia. So for the PC side of it, it is, because Epic Games will release after midnight as well. I was actually trying to get a price for it today, but I'm sort of trying to work off the price. But I've got a gut feeling the price is going to be around the original pricing of the DLCs. So I'm thinking maybe around 45 Australian dollar. If it's any more than that, I'll be jumping up and down. I'll be like, God, this is a joke. I wish we'd go back to the days where the DLCs, you know, the DLCs should be cheaper. Not dearer. For the quality we get, we should be not paying the prices we pay for a DLC. True? Especially when Dovetail. There's the Eurovision design again, folks. It does have that. It does have that Ukraine thing on it. Look at that. Has the love heart on there, and it's Liverpool 2023. There you go. Eurovision was in England this year. I didn't actually know that. There you go. Well, that's a good reason to have the design on a British train. Maybe they did it in real life. Maybe. I don't probably think they would have, eh? I'll probably lean towards yes, they definitely did. That'd be cool if they actually did. If I could get some clarification on that, that would be fantastic. I like it. It's a nice design. You know me, I'm all for the special paint jobs, and if you see them in real life, damn. When I, as you know, folks, I went rail fanning about, what was it, 7 weeks ago, 8 weeks ago. I've seen that very special XPT. I've never seen the Starlight Foundation charity design that, you know, helps the sick kids. It was a special design, Starlight Foundation. And as soon as I seen it, I'm like, wow, this is an awesome train. The XPT's gorgeous as it is already, but as you know me, I love my high-speed HSTs. High-speed trains, bullet trains, HSTs, yeah, they're right up my category. Class 800, you betcha. '801s, 802s, Padalinos, Javelin. Yeah, they're all my types of trains. I love EMUs, of course. Not a big fan of freight, as you know, but I don't steer. I steer away from it more so than what I do actually do gameplay of freight. But yeah, there's times when I'll do it, and we've done that recently. You see me completely stuff it up. I stuffed it up that bad, I quit. Actually didn't I? And I was supposed to have been doing a freight route live stream the following night, and I didn't end up doing it because I was like, no, I'm I'm not tempting. I'm not doing this again. I'm not in the mood for it. You wonder why I stay away from it. I wish they'll hurry up though and do a Canadian national route. That was so good to see that. Another one like this. I want a mountain one. Don't forget, I am involved once again in the screenshot contest for Train Simulator, the community screenshot contest at the Dovetail forums for Train Sim World. Do give a like for me, the Aussie Don, and let's get our British Blue slash British Green week over the line. The most likes always wins, folks, and I am eligible to win because it has been, what, week 16 I won it? It's been weeks since I've won the contest. So we are due to win again. So please help Australia Worldwide Gaming and Entertainment get over the line, and me, the Aussie Don, and make us the winners of this week's contest. Sorry, my fire alarm is going off because I got off the seat and my bottom was on fire. Uni next. Let's get up high. Come on. There we go. Yeah, I'm only going off the estimated time anyway, so of previous DLCs for release anyway for the new route for PC Steam release. So do take my advice as a grain of salt, but it is around that estimate time anyway, so it'll work around 1 to 2 hours between before or after that anyway. But yeah, wouldn't be surprised if it is exactly that time, because knowing the history, was that a burnt out? What the hell is going on there? Huh? Okay. That's new. Never seen that before. It's like a fire ripped through that one. Definitely glitching. See what I mean about the signs? Like, there was a sign back there and it had little tiny writing. The old TSW, you could clearly see it, but you can't even see it on this one. It's just so blurry. It's one of the things I don't like about the new Skybox. It just makes other things look weird. Anyway, I suppose if a train's flying past anyway, you're not going to really looking at a bunch of letters on the side of a train track, true? worry about the signals, that's all you have to worry about. And obviously stopping the train to pick up passengers. And accidentally hitting the emergency button again. Oh well. I have gotten this one a few times over, but we'll try again. So that buzzer shouldn't be going off like it is still when you've already hopped off the train. It shouldn't be buzzing still in your ear hole like it does. The further you move away, yeah. See, there's oh no, it's got that one. I had posted up the live stream launch anyway, folks, but it is a rough time on when we're going to go live, so do take that live stream starting time as a grain of salt. Could be before or after that. As a livery. Okay. So that's a paint job, is it? Paint job, livery. Not a library, livery. Livery. Let's call them paint jobs, folks. That's easier. Or skin. So when I say that I've got the northern paint job or northern skin, it's easier to say. I just hate the way they always say it, yeah. Paint job. Yep. Cadbury Factory next. I actually have the opposition of Cadbury in my fridge at the moment. I have Nestle. But it is a couple of nice blocks of Kit Kat though. One of them's a Milo Kit Kat, and one of them's the brand new Milky Bar Kit Kat. Ooh yeah. All white Kit Kat. They used to have an all white Kit Kat and I used to love it. And then they took it away. I'm like, why? And now they brought it back and it's a Milky Bar one. I'm like, yes, let's go. So yeah, I grabbed one of those. The Cadbury wasn't on sale. Typical Woolworths. I think it was like 2 for $8 or something. I'm like, no. No. Couldn't get much at the shops actually, you know, there just wasn't many sales on it. I'm like, it's just, yeah. I'm like, I'll wait for the sales to come on Wednesday. Anyway, I'll tie myself down for now anyway. I've got some of these watermelon bubble gums. My daughter's finally learned how to blow bubbles with the bubble gum. She's been learning because she's seen me and she's like really fascinated you know, in the past, you know, she's seen me how to do it, and I taught her, and I said, you know, showed her how to do it, and that. And I said, be careful though, you know, don't choke on it or anything. Don't eat it or, you know, anything like that. And, yeah, she finally learned how to do it the other day. She's like, oh, Daddy, guess what? I'm like, what? She goes, I know how to blow bubbles with the chewy, the bubble gum. I'm like, oh, cool. And then she's been showing me all week. I'm like, okay, well, I'll buy some bubble gum. And, you know, I didn't tell her I was going to buy bubble gum. I surprised her this afternoon. I go, oh, guess what? And she's like, what? I go, I got some bubble gum as well. And she's like, oh. Very excited. I have to say, I've got a sweet tooth, so the good thing about this stops me from smoking cigarettes. Because that's something I'm trying to quit, so these definitely help. King Norton next. King's Norton, I should say. Followed by Northfield. We're on Birmingham Cross City. We've got the Northern Class 323. Still waiting for the DLC release for PC Steam. Probably safe to say it might be released on console. If Chris, you can find out for us, Chris, you can give us a confirmation on the stream. Because you're on Xbox, so new route might be out. Could also give us a price, that'd be great. And I could work sort of roughly off the price on the Xbox. I know they round off the pricing on Xbox, so might be a bit cheaper on. I do know, folks, if you do own this particular route, it will be cheaper. So, yeah. Oh, the ferry frames. Oh, my God, yeah. Oh, yeah, I had those when I was growing up, for sure. You betcha. I think a lot of people that are in the Cabri would have had the ferry friends, when they were kids, who, you know, had the ferry friends. Those were the stacks with the different colour, different wrappers on them, and yeah, definitely. Well, the fantails are going to be retiring, man. They're getting rid of fantails. Man, that's another classic kids lolly that's going away, like a classic, you know, that we're losing, you know. We lost the Sunny Boy, which I used to love Sunny Boy ice blocks, the triangle ice blocks. You dig your spoon into them, and you find the soft spot, and then you can put it in. You know, as soon as you get that soft spot in the Sunny Boy, you know, you just keep digging in that area. You know, end up making a hole in it, or it ends up cracking eventually. I used to love it. I know there's a substitute to Sunny Boy. There's like a Woolworths version that's out at Woolworths I've seen, but I want the original Sunny Boys back. I remember the Sunny Boy show bags, and I used to get the Sunny Boy show bag every year when I was growing up. It was always that, Hubba Bubba, Cherry Ripe, not Cherry Ripe, Hubba Bubba bag, Chumble Chump bag, and the world's biggest show bag. It was always that as well. But yeah, when I seen the Fantail was retiring, I thought, yeah, I sort of wasn't disappointed about it, but when I was looking at it, I'm thinking, oh, you know, that's another legend that's sort of dying. Imagine if the Minties ended up dying. Everyone would be rioting like crazy. What are you doing? Why are you getting rid of those for? They're the best. But yeah, not so much about the Fantails, because they are they can be harder to rock. I'm not a big fan of hard candy. Like, I've never been a big fan of rock candy or any of that type of stuff. I'm a big fan of like sour lollies, like sour stuff, chewing gum and bubble gum. Yeah. It's always been something. And of course, chocolate. Not a big fan of dark chocolate though. I actually get a sore throat from dark chocolate. So yeah, Cadbury chocolate would be Breakaway, roast almond, hazelnut, the all pineapple one, and I'm actually a big fan of the new rice bubbles type one. They got out. It's quite nice. It's like Nestle Crunch. Yeah, like Nestle Crunch, but I think it's called Crackles, if I remember rightly, or Crackling. But yeah, it's technically, yeah, Cadbury's version of Nestle Crunch. I have to say that probably the new Milky Bar Kit Kat will probably be now my favourite, but I have to say maybe just over the top of that would be the Aero Bar in the orange flavour. It is, oh man, I swear, that if that thing's in my face, that's gone in 5 minutes. I was very addicted to those. I had 2 of them in the fridge and I swear they were gone within 24 hours, 48 hours. Both of them. Last time I had 2 of them in the fridge. Anyway, let's concentrate back onto the trains. So, the question now is what is going to be releasing after this release? Well, it's going to be the Class 700, for sure. And I'm putting my bet on an early July release, or mid-July release. I think it will be very soon. I thought if there's no preview this week, then surely the following week there'll be a preview and then it will release the following week. So yeah, I put my bets in a few weeks time, maybe 3 weeks we'll get it released. But after that, I've got a sneaky suspicion we'll get the Just Trains released. I think Just Trains will release their route. Maybe, I don't know. It might be. I just got a sneaky suspicion. We always seem to get some third party release something before the core update. So I don't know. We could get that, or we could end up getting another Loco DLC and finally get the release of the Train Sim Germany Loco that's been sitting on the roadmap for what, 2.5 years now. Should be green lighted, yep. So you know what I mean about how you can't see the signs like at the station and how they're like blurry even when you zoom in. I know on TSW2 you could clearly see those more clearly than what you can on here. Now, I don't know what this
For your
is.
safety and comfort, this station operates
Why isn't this bigger and in the gut?
This includes e-cigarettes.
Tickets, please. Thank you. Tickets. That was a feature I was calling for quite a while, wasn't I, folks? So I always keep, used to role play and say, hey, tickets, please, And now they officially announced it. I was like, oh, here, there's another one off my my list. I've had a lot of hits taken off my list on this era of Train Sim World, I have to say that much. But then one of them actually got put back on the list, and that was Bring Back the OG Lightning. Or bring more lightning into the game, I've noticed over the recent few months, the thunderstorms of the lightning have slowly gotten less in the game. Anyway, not to worry. Oh, there's a teddy bear over there, actually. Where's Mr. Bean? The worst thing you can do is introduce your kid to the soft drink. My one. She's not so bad with soft drink now, but also with the juice. I wish she would drink more water, but anyway. Here's another Melbourne design going past. What have I been up to today anyway, folks, outside the studio boundaries? I didn't go anywhere. I went out somewhere quick today, but yeah, it was only to the local shop. But I've the last couple of days I've been concentrating on my mods actually for American Truck Simulator. So built some more trailers, skins today. I finished off the second AI traffic pack update. So I just got to get a cover photo now because I'm gonna do a new cover photo. So yeah, that's been updated. So I can confirm I did two uploaded videos of gameplay for American Truck Simulator earlier today, and the completed brand new update for the AI traffic pack number 2 is in that gameplay. So yeah, the 100 new chip vans and 100 new flatbed trailer, so real companies and branding are in that new update. So 200 in total, and it's taken the pack from 500 to 700, just like we did recently with the first pack. So yeah, did that. I didn't work on anything for the trucks AI traffic pack, but I released the Viper 389 skins pack to the public now, which is great. So that's been completed finally after what 4 or 5 months working on that. I finally got that finished. So that was one of the major projects of my ATS that was completely rebuilt. So that's done. And that's got that Flintstones, the Jetsons, like Scooby-Doo, all their trucks I was previewing over the recent months. So they're out now for you guys, the public, for the 8-bit Viper 389 mod truck. So yeah, now focusing on other stuff. I'm added more to the Kenworth skins pack, so the Kenworth pack's going to be releasing in within the next few weeks. That's also been a long time in the works as well, so that'll be another big long time, few months project that I've been working on. Oh, I didn't shake the burger, so that's good because we're on the platform. Stand clear. Coming up next is some German action. As we take a trip on the Hemstracker. Osberg. Yeah, that'll be right. I've been spud. Alright. Kicked in. Ready to go. Nah, that's not kicked in at all. Once again, it's that rubbish around there. It says bins. They gotta stop putting those bins in the DLCs. We don't need that stuff. Alright, there we go. 2R23, very nicely done, and 20,000 points. Alright, and a gold medal. You're on Choo Choo Tuesdays, episode 124. Don't forget, we are live tomorrow with a special midweek World of Trains. Same time, same place. We started today as we bring to you a couple hours of great Train Sim World action tomorrow with the Glossop line. And it does release overnight here in Australia, early hours Wednesday morning. So do join us for our official launch, PC Steam launch of the new route with me, the Aussie Don, your non-ambassador of Train Sim World, but your OG of Train Sim World from Australia. All right. Let's head to Germany. Take a trip on the, what did I say? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Did I download it? Do I have it? I don't have it downloaded at the moment. I thought I had it downloaded. Bugger. No, it doesn't look like I have that particular route downloaded at the moment, which is a bit of a disappointment. But anyway, nonetheless, it's not a big loss. So we can bring ourselves a nice little Neviga Dresden trip instead. All right, let's take the Talent 2 for a ride and take a 22-minute service. Gross Ben Hun to Coswig. All right. Do enjoy the ride. Nice clear day. 7 a.m. Can't go any better than that. Let's hit the rails. Enjoy. I didn't put the German route on there anyway. I just said some nice German commuter action. So I just have to re-download. I don't have all my routes downloaded, so I own every single route. So there you go. All right, RB31. Here we go. Oh, put that in there. Cogswig. Oh, hang on. Whoa, there you go. Put that there. Train lights on. Senders no. Marker lights on. Siva on. No PZB. We're gonna chill. We're not gonna worry about any of that. We want a relaxing journey, not a journey of stress. Stand clear, doors closing. Might have to open them back up, damn it. God, they're too slow. Come on, open. Back on the Deutsche Bahn commute. Alright. Chris was. I did ask Chris before if that route was released on console, but he hasn't replied to me. So it sounds like he might have taken a journey away from our live stream. Anyway, not to worry. I'll go and check it out myself later on. I don't really care. I'm waiting for the PC Steam release. I know we're last off the ranks. We're waiting for the release overnight our time here in Australia. We've got a train coming through, so we're waiting for that to clear. Should be right now, actually. There we go. Yeah, you get right on top of it, and then it does that. But if we kept flying, folks, we would have went through a red light, because, like I said, we've seen that freight train go through. Alright, you get about to join back onto the main line. It's under 9 kilometres to our next journey, or next station. Next journey. Sorry, next station. Cut back over onto the main track here. Right. 120 speed limit. Get a nice spot up here. Here we go. Let's get on top of this building just here. Beautiful. This is a route that actually deserves an extension, actually, but also a route that needs a lot of optimizing. Like I said to you, I find that the German routes have more spike lagging than any other route. I can definitely confirm that tomorrow's midweek World of Trains cover will also feature the Northern, but it'll be on the new route. So that'll be the difference between today's cover, which was on the Cross City route. But the reason why we want to do the Cross City today is because we want to do the Northern design of the 323 and sort of build our, a little bit of an appetizer towards the release of the smallest route in train sim world history. But plenty to do on it. Don't worry about that. It might be small, but it's a good route. Yeah, some of it's obviously the old woodlands. A couple slappers coming through. Here we go. There we go. Couple red lobsters. Stop those doors. Get ready for departure. Next stop is just under 2k. You're on Choo Choo Tuesdays, episode 124 live with the Aussie Don. Full replay will be provided as well for you to enjoy at your own time. Do note the full replay will be in SD quality in the first 16 hours, thereabouts. After that, it'll be updated as soon as YouTube has fully processed the video. And as soon as I get the chance to, there'll be links at the end of the live stream for the 3 previous episodes of Choo Choo Tuesdays. Dedicated playlist is always in the bottom right hand corner for the game that we are actually doing. Not all games have playlists that we do on our channel, but most of them do. Majority of them do. What is a playlist, might you ask? You might be new to the format. You might be like, what's a playlist? Playlist is an area where it's a library. It's like a library where we put all of our gameplay into one area of the YouTube channel, and makes it easier for you to get to a bit of gameplay that you might like to see. So all our Train Sim World playlists, we have 3 playlists for each Train Sim World era currently, you know. And when I say currently, because obviously Train Sim World 4 is more likely, unless they decide to, like I said, bite the bullet and go with a complete new train simulation game. You know, it is Dovetail, so never say never. So yeah, that playlist serves replay live streams, uploaded videos, introduction videos, Train Sim World news. You know, it's got it all. Can't go wrong. In the combined total of all the Train Sim World, like Train Sim World 1, aka Train Sim World 2020, Train Sim World 2, and Train Sim World 3, around about 2,500 videos in total. Amazing library of Train Sim World action. Many hours and many days of gameplay we have done. We've definitely dedicated ourselves to this game more than any game that we do on our channel. The only other game that we sort of dedicated ourselves to is American Truck Simulator. I can say to you guys, as soon as City Skylines 2 gets released, that'll be one that I'll definitely be dedicating myself to a lot of time. And I think I've accidentally pressed the wrong button, and we can't drive with those open. I just had to let some air out on that side. Somebody farted on the train. Let's just go with that. Accidentally press the button. Why did I do it? Somebody farted on the train. Gotta let the air, all the air, bad air out of the train, that's it. Well, we got that. Yeah, that'll be right. Definitely going to have a bit of a sleep before we go live with that gameplay. Coming up next, we have East Coastway gameplay. I know we've had TAA and FXAA and like all that for a while, folks, but I would like to see them actually bring in another one on the core update this year. On a DLSS, I think it is one of them. I don't know, I'm just sick of this flickering. I want to see that just disappear. Alright, FXAA doesn't look good on the game, and without any of it, just looks worse. So, TAA is probably the nicest out of all of them. Alright, another gold medal. Very nicely done. Alright. You're with the Aussie Don, your 2023 Week 6 screenshot contest winner for Train Sim Classic. Week 16 for Train Sim World. For 2023. I'm involved in this week's screenshot contest. Go and give it a big like at the Dovetail forums, me, the Aussie Don, today. And we have put back our logo of our YouTube channel on the cover photo for that, on the Dovetail forums as well. Alright. Speaking of the forum, I'm just going to quickly go to the forums and see if they've run in the patch notes for today's update. Ooh, define shadow fix via engine IN settings. Yes. Yes, the shadowing is for each route, especially the first run. They call it in a few runs they load it. Oh, this might be a good article to look at. That is strange. I did not hear about the issue before. Try switching between borderless / full screen to see if that helps. If not, maybe Alt tab and going back to the game. Since the shadows were created for going to DX12 will result in creating a bunch of When was this created? Oh. TSW3 is common using custom settings that stop shadowing on any route once a run has been done with these tweaks. These settings come from a legendary but forgotten thread about a Unreal Engine IN tweak that got quite howdy. Ooh, okay. That might be worth giving a shot to try and eliminate this lag, folks. Yeah, I'm going to give that one a whirl, hey. And if it doesn't work, then I can just re-download the game. Hey, there's no problems there. Alright, that is actually quite an interesting thing, but I did not see a trend in regards to the patch notes. I'll have to say it's for the new route. That's gone given. I was quite surprised there was no patch yesterday. I thought there would be. But anyway, nonetheless. That is quite cool, actually. We did get an update from JD in regards to the beta testing today for the new beta testers. Quick update on this: we have shortlisted it to 25 new beta players from the 500 application plus that they got. Thank you for everybody that applied. I obviously didn't. Don't have time for beta testing or anything, for what I do. We'll be in contact with the NDAs likely next week. Some holidays in our license team this week. Well, duh, you're always going on holidays, you lazy buggers. They seem to take a holiday every bloody 5 minutes. East Coastway is where we're heading. So we're gonna do the let's take the free one free for a ride, shall we? Not a big fan of the free one free. We'll take Brighton to Lewis. Sounds delightful. Actually, it goes Lewis to Brighton. Let's do this. Nice little light cloud. Do enjoy. Here we go. All right. I'm gonna get rid of the camera for the first time tonight, folks. Let you guys enjoy without the camera as well. And I'm going to mute the mic now. Thanks for coming along, Chris. I appreciate it, man. Have a good one. And, yeah, I know you're not going to be with us overnight, so you can watch that full replay of the launch DLC. If not, you can check out the gameplay tomorrow night on Midweek World of Trains. Thanks for coming. We'll see you next time, buddy. All right. Let's continue our run now to L29, Lewis to Brighton. Enjoy the ride, folks. Would be nice to actually press the right button. I actually run up my head there, almost said. Oh man, I used to have such a mad mod on this, sound mod on this, but it doesn't work anymore. It used to be on TSW2. But you know me, folks. I used to love that mod, that particular one. Oh, jetpack. Seen that. Told you guys that came creeping back into the game, and they reckon they've, you know, that was a band-aid. Trust me. That's why I say to you guys, some of these patches that come through, they, you know, they might work for a little bit, and then they'll be, it's like a band-aid, and then they get unpatched, and then it starts bleeding again. You know what I mean? This is retired, folks, this train, in real life. And here we go. Just recently retired, actually. I did give a like to a lot of the screenshot contest photos from last week's actually a few, was it yesterday? Yeah, or the day before. Yesterday it was, sorry. Yeah, I gave likes to the ones that are sort of the late runners that didn't have any likes or anything, so I was just giving likes for them so that at least get something, you know, up on the board. And I did actually give a like to the actual winner of the screenshot contest this last week too, because it was a beautiful photo. Great photos. Like all the photos are just, some of them are great, and some of them not. There is one photo in the stations week that I didn't really like, and that was one inside the cab, and I thought, well, that sort of really doesn't really represent this week's thing. But anyway. All great photos anyway, nonetheless. And, you know, I know that the same old people sort of always get them a heap of likes, but God, they got some great photos there. There's some beautiful screenshots. You can't deny them, even though they get heaps of likes. You can't deny the beauty of the shot. Like that one just there. Look at that beautiful photo I just taken there. It's actually rural week this week, folks, so let's see if we can get a nice beautiful rural photo. There we go. Beautiful. Nice, beautiful photos there. Beautiful. Train going through. We've got CREX SD40. How you going, brother? Going to be running a C40 slash 8M later on Run 8. Beautiful, man. That'll be fantastic. That's why I know you play Run 8, so that's why I'll just say it straight up. We got Twisted Winkers. Yeah, I was driving the Class 66. Celebrated 25 years recently. In the training centre, and it started to slow down without me doing anything. Like at 55 kps. Okay. Started slowing down without you doing. Would you have an engine shut down, or? I know there's there was a bar going around around the release of the Logo bundle pack, I think it was, with the treatment train. Southeastern high speed. There was a I had the issues with it. It was just shutting down out of the middle of nowhere. I couldn't get it up and running again. So I do believe that was patched. I find it strange to just automatically shut down. No, unless you. Is there safety systems on it in the training center? I don't think there is, but. There's somewhere I don't actually go unless I'm doing the tutorial. Because I'll probably obviously doing for the 323 introduction for, unless I'm pretty much safe to say they'll do a Northern introduction, 323 introduction. I'm not sure if there's a route introduction. You would think there would be as well. Any of the introductions for the new route anyway, folks, we will definitely be doing the uploaded videos for those. Obviously, uploaded videos start as a premiere at 1080p, 60 frames per second. After the introduction videos that I do for Train Sim World are always these days in 4K, so it will eventually be shown up at 4K 60 frames. So it'll look nice. Outside the Seagulls Stadium, the Brighton Albion Hove Seagulls. Just follow up like I would on any other train. Yeah, but certain trains have got certain trains you can't just oomph. You can't just pump it straight into like fourth gear. With freight trains, they're a different beast. Even if they've got nothing on it. So obviously give it a little bit of power. I think, is that 1% or is it? I don't think that one's percentage. I think it's standard like this, but slows down on its own. Yeah, it's hard to say. What could be going wrong there. I don't drive trains around the training centre, so yeah. It says it should go 170. Okay. I don't think it'll be miles per hour, and I highly doubt it will. Nah. Not for that. The Class 66 can't even get up to that much. So, no. I find that to be very far-fetched. But the German train maximum speed limit for a German train in Germany for instance, is 120 miles, kilometers per hour, 120 kilometers per hour. They can go up to 160 kilometers maximum if they get special permission to do that. And 9 times out of 10, that is for freight that doesn't have anything inside the carriages, or if they're on their own, you know, just as an individual. So okay. Well, yeah, they might have the markings inside the train saying that, but trust me, I've never gotten the train up to 170 kilometers per hour. Not the Class 66. And yeah, I wouldn't see it going that fast, even in reality. It just doesn't make sense for a freight train. It's yeah, they've got special limits, yeah, for depending on what they're carrying, obviously. And yeah, each journey would be different than others. So obviously they would have special instructions maybe from the that you might have for the run, you know, obviously all panned out and maybe written down on paper, you know, scribbled. See what I mean? Like, see how it jerks itself if I just pump it straight away? That's why you got to build it, you know. If you get a bit of it anyway, give it a bit of sand. Yeah, so she's officially retired, the 313 EMU, and yeah, she had a send-off here recently out of Brighton Station, and tons of rail fans were there, and I think there'll be tons of tears as well for people that really enjoyed this loco. Like for me, I love the old school locos, you know. I had a massive tear in my eye the day my favourite train here in Sydney was the Red Rattler when I was a kid, and went out of commission. Finally, the last route was the Carlingford line, but when it was officially off the main line, I had a tear in my eye because it used to. Every time I used to go on that train, I used to have a ball. I used to love it so much, even though it was a hot. It was a stove. It was basically the stove. It had no air conditioning or anything. It was, yeah, that was one of the reasons why I retired, just because it was just so damn old. It, you know, had no air conditioning or anything like that. It was just shocking. But a beautiful trade. Like the seating and everything was just incredible. They had windows exactly like, they had windows on the sides where you can open them and that. You can pop your head out on them. You know, the doors were like this. They were open all the time. They didn't close. It was quite cool. So don't forget, folks, we are live with the PC Steam release of the brand new Gossip Line later on today. And we'll be safe to say that This will be the final release before the Class 700. Yay! Gotta have to say, the Class 700 is this is this is gonna be one of the releases of the year. I can't wait for it. I hope they don't screw it up like they did with train simulators. Everyone will be in here. We go, what? It's back! Yawning away already. I will get a couple hours sleep before I go live tonight. Or early hours our time here in Australia. It'll be early hours. So I won't be talking too much because obviously my dad will be sleeping and I'll be more quiet than what I normally am. We're going to finish our journey a little bit earlier than normal here, folks. A little bit under 2 hours tonight. We've, on recent streams, been going over the 2 hour mark, so, hey. Sometimes we're earlier than others. But a great way to end it, nonetheless, in the beautiful Brighton train station, the main concourse here. It's beautiful. A stunning building this is. Every time I come in here, I'm just always amazed. It's just wonderful. That's one of the reasons why I love to see Newcastle actually in Train Sim World at one stage, because that train station is absolutely stunning. And it looks so good in Train Sim World. 2L29 Lewis to Brighton. Fantastic trip. Gold medal, of course. You know me. I am the king of East Coastway because as I said, is my all-time favourite train route in TSW. And love to see an extension or another part of it added. I would like to see the West Coastway added. That would be great. But yeah. Anyway, let's have a look at the Creators Club. We've got a couple minutes left. So we'll show you guys some of the recent Creators Club stuff. So what do we got? Let's have a look at the liveries. We got the 47811 Great Western Marlin. Oh wow, that's very nice. I like that. That's quite cool. I'm going to subscribe to that. That was from 1999. Yeah, great year as well. Oh, great year. They got the Queensland Rail NGR, sorry. Okay. Let's subscribe to that. That's from Saxon. Very good. I'm a Queenslander myself. Alright, now we have lost the... what else we got? Northern Pacifics. Yep, that'll be right. Always new. I notice every time there's a new route release, there seems to be one dude or one or two dudes that always wants to jump in and try to get the American stuff over the top of it. It's like, stop thinking about yourselves, please. It's UK's time. Nah. I just notice it all the time. Like every time there's a new release, it seems to happen. You know me, I'm very on the ball with Train Sim World. That's a great livery, this one. This has actually been updated again, it sounds like, so we will unsubscribe and resubscribe to that. This is the camo one. I actually had this one in TSW too. It's a great design, and yeah, I think it's just, yeah, very cool. Right. Well, 5 levels away to 500. Look at that. Wow. We're going to celebrate 500 levels. We will 007 theme is one of the new ones. And I'd actually got this Independence one as well, folks. So we will be doing... See, look at this beautiful Independence Day design. We will be doing that design on our on an Independence Day special. Now, I just got to know what Independence... when next Tuesday. There you go. So on next Tuesday's Choo Choo Tuesdays, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be doing the Harlem line... and we're going to be doing the Harlem line and our Independence Day... special livery. Now we're just going to make sure that we actually had that livery in play before we just officially confirm that for next Tuesday's Choo Choo Tuesdays. So we will quickly go to the Harlem line, just make sure which one it's for. So yes, it's for the M3A. So M3A, so that's going to be awesome. We're looking forward to that one next week, and we'll start our journey from North White Plains Yard to Grand Central. And there'll be a 15 hours 51 service. So we'll do that one next week. That'll be great. That'll be Independence Day on the Harlem line. Celebrate July 4th. So next Tuesday's edition, it is Independence Day, and it will be an all-American special. So we're going to bring you Northeast Corridor, New York, Trenton action as well. And we're going to bring you the Harlem line action. And we're also going to bring you some gameplay from the Northeast Corridor, Boston as well. So 3 amazing routes, 1 live stream. You can't go wrong on our Independence Day special. But that could be subject to change as well. You never know. But it will be those particular journeys could be subject to change, that is. So it will be US anyway, and it definitely will be going ahead next Tuesday. Choo Choo Tuesdays, episode 125, our Independence Day 2023 edition. And I can't wait to bring it to you. So thank you very much for watching this week's 124th edition. We'll be back later today for the P16 release of the brand new UK route, the Gossip Line. And there'll be a full replay of today's Choo Choo Tuesdays and added to our dedicated Train SimWorld free playlist. I am the Aussie Don. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.